Why dentistry? Dr. Lin, why?
That is a very common question I get asked, Ali. Well, my passion for dentistry was instilled in childhood because my father struggled a lot with his oral health, and I grew up seeing how much of an impact that had on so many aspects of his life. And I saw firsthand how in order to live a full life, we need to be able to eat and to speak and smile. And so a healthy mouth is essential for us to have a healthy body, a healthy mind, and healthy connections with those around us. And then as I grew older, my youngest brother who has autism and my grandmother who was diagnosed with cancer, they faced even more significant challenges related to their oral health, and I saw the impact was even greater in those kind of vulnerable populations. In addition to all the challenges that they're already facing from their conditions, they also were at greater risk of dental disease and would find it harder to find a dentist that had the specialised skills to treat them. And so that's what really led me on this path to want to specialise in special needs dentistry, because oral health not only affects a person's quality of life, but it can also affect the length of their life. And a good example of this is dental plaque inhaled into a person's lung can cause a lung condition which is a leading cause of premature death of people with disability in Australia. And 1 in 5 Australians are living with a disability. So the odds are that this affects someone that you know or care about. And this is why it's really important that people know that it's important to brush their teeth, and also for people to have access to a dentist. Because I know, and my passion comes from the fact that brushing teeth saves lives.
There you go. Seriously, for any parents of young children in the room, I'm taking her home first to get her to lecture the kids first.
My mum might want to have a word with you about that.
How do you think this award might impact the delivery of what it is that you do, and can you even imagine what's going to happen next?
This award means so much, because this is just such an amazing platform for me to be able to advocate for access to oral health care for all Australians. I am one of only 20 specialists in the country, so we're kind of like an endangered species. And when you compare that we have 20 specialists to care for 1 in 5 Australians that are living with a disability, and 47% of Australians living with a chronic medical illness, which is only going to rise because of the fact that we have an ageing population, you can see that our nation is facing a silent healthcare crisis. So this is why we have a responsibility to address this crisis, because every person has the right to equal access to oral health care. And there's a lot of solutions that we can work on. We can upskill general dentists, we can advocate for more funding for more specialist training programs and more jobs for specialists once in the public oral health care sector. But there's a common denominator that underpins all of these solutions that needs to be addressed, and that is that we need to overcome the attitudinal barriers and the stigma related to disability so that more people are willing to step up and share the care. And I really believe that this is something that all of us as individuals in our society can do something about. It's as simple as starting a conversation and seeking to really understand others. Inclusion is the key. And smile, because smiling is free. And so let's start with this. Everyone, go out, smile, and say hello to a person with disability. And together, we can create a more inclusive society.
Man. Absolutely, completely inappropriate, but Dr. Trudy Lin, I just want to hug you, but I can't because of COVID. All right, now, people you would like to thank.
Toilet roll long list of people to thank. I'd love to thank my family who have been there with me from day one and have really shaped who I am today and why I'm on the path that I'm on. I want to thank my grandmother, the grandmother that was diagnosed with cancer. She's no longer with us, but I wish that she was here so she could see that she had so much impact on where I am today and why I do the work that I do. I'd love to thank my family in my special needs unit. There's 4 other specialists that practice in South Australia. They're all amazing individuals. I'd like to thank them from the bottom of my heart for being my daily inspiration. And I'd love to thank my patients because they inspire me day after day with the strength and resilience, and they teach me so much about how to become a better practitioner for them.
Well, you said smile. I'm looking at your family. Look, I'm looking at them. I can't see their faces for their grins. So congratulations. You are the Young Australian of the Year for us in 2022.
Thank you, Ali.